Welcome everybody, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this class we're going to continue learning the Arabic alphabets. It's important to watch the previous 7 lessons in order to understand this one. This class is number 8. Let's get started. So our class today is sort of boring, okay, but we're going to add some fun, okay? I don't know actually if I can do this or not. So we have already studied that the Arabic alphabets are divided into refusal letters and regular letters. For example, this letter, the beautiful one here, that one sounds like letter D in English. D. Everybody knows it, okay? If I add this mark on the top, so now it sounds like D. That one sounds like A. Let's write it here. So here we have D. This letter is a refusal letter. What does it mean? It means it just gets connected from the right side. We're gonna see now. And it never ever get connected from the left side. Okay? Regular letters, for example, we have that one. I'm gonna write it here in this part, which sounds like S, okay? And if I add this mark on the top, now we have se. Don't forget, that one sounds like A, se. Let's write here in this small space, se, de, se. Regular letters, normally they get connected from the right and the left side, okay? We just have 6 refusal letters in Arabic. We are gonna see them one more time. Okay, I have already talked about them in the class number 7. Now let's write some crazy words. I want you to write with me, please. Let's combine some crazy words. The first one is de, se. Again, de, se. Let's write here in this beautiful space. I think you have a beautiful space too in your paper. De, and then se. Do you see? Da is not connected to da. Why? They are refusal letters. So we have this space. Okay, why we have this space? Because they never get connected from the left side, the left. Okay, if we have another letter here, regular one like se, we are going to see now, it would be connected from here. But now let's keep focusing on this example. So we have de, se. And da is not connected to se because da is a refusal letter. It can't be connected from here. De, se. The second word now is se, de, se. Let's write it here in this amazing space. So we have se and then de, se. Again, it is se, de, se, right? As you see here, se is connected to da because this one is a refusal letter. And for that reason, it's not connected from this side, from the left side. Okay, the next one is se, de, se, de, se. So se in the beginning of the word, se in the middle of the word, and then we have finally de. Let's write se, de, se, de, se, de, se, de. Se in the beginning of the word, and then we have de in the middle of the word, and finally we have de in the end of the word. Se, de. Then we are gonna write now, the last one is de, se, de in the beginning of the word, and then let's write se in the middle of the word, and se in the end of the word. The bottom line is, let's add another shape of de here. And let's add these shapes of sa. So we have this sa and this sa and this one. As you see here, the refusal letter just has two different shapes, and the regular one has four shapes. The shapes changes based on the position in the word. Sa in the beginning of the word, it's like this, like here, sa da sa. In the middle of the word, it can be like this or like this. So this one, it can be in the middle of the word too, like where, like here. Do you see? It's the same one. Sa, da, sa, sa. It has this shape when the previous letter is a refusal letter, like da. Okay? And in the middle of the word, it can be like this, like here, when the previous letter is a regular letter. And the sa in the end of the word, it can be like this or like this. For sure, it's like this when the previous letter is a regular letter, and it is like this when the previous letter is a refusal letter. Okay, let's see that. That is a refusal one. Okay, so it can be like this when it is in the beginning of the word, as you see. In the middle of the word, it can be like this or like this. Like this in the middle of the word when the previous letter is a refusal letter, or like this in the middle of the word when the previous letter is a normal letter. In the end of the word, the same. It can be like this here when the previous letter is a refusal letter, or like this when the previous letter is a normal or regular letter. Okay? Sorry, I'm being repetitive, but this rule is very important, okay? Now I'm gonna show you other examples, but I will be way faster. Let's see another letter. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm gonna add here on the top of each one 3 dots. So now the sound of the letter is sh. It's not se. Now it is sh. Let's write here in this space, sh, sh. Let's add here, sh, 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 sh. And now let's add this dot here on this one, and now it is the. Let's change it. It is the. The. The same thing. So we have the sh, the sh, the sh. The same idea. The shapes are different based on the position of the word. Let's move on. Let's check another letter. Let's take ra. So we have two different shapes of ra. Okay, because it's a refusal letter. And let's see saw, for example. So we have saw in the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word when the previous letter is a refusal letter. And then we have saw in the middle of the word when the previous letter is a regular letter. Then we have saw in the end of the word when the previous letter is a regular letter. And finally, we have saw when the previous letter is a refusal letter. Let's add the fatha. The one sounds like a. The same combination, we can make it. So the first one, it will be ra, saw. Don't forget, the sound of this letter doesn't exist in English. It sounds like strong S. It's close to the sound of S in the word sun, but it's not sun. If I'm gonna pronounce it Arabic, it will be son, okay? It's way stronger than sun, how you pronounce it in English. The first word, it will be ra, saw. So let's write now, ra, saw, ra. Ra in the beginning of the word, it will be this one. And then ra in the middle of the word. So I say ra. The second one is ra. Which one I will take, this one or this one? I'm gonna give you one second. Time out. So I will select this one. No, I'm gonna select this one. Why? Because this is a refusal letter. It never gets connected from the left side. So let's write here the second ra, right in the middle of the word. And then saw, ra, ra, saw. I will select ra, saw in the end of the word. It will be this or this. I know all of you are intelligent, so we're going to select this one because ra is a refusal letter. And for that one, we can't connect it to ra, ra, saw. The second word, it will be saw, ra, saw, saw, ra, saw, saw, ra, saw. Which saw I've selected in the beginning of the word? It is this one, right? So saw in the beginning of the word, saw, and ra in the middle of the word, this or this. For sure it is this one, because this one is a regular letter, so I must connect it. So sa, ra, and finally sa, it will be this one because ra is a refusal letter. Let's write another one, which is sa, sa, ra, sa, sa, ra, sa, sa, ra. Let's see. So I'm gonna write saw. Oh, I forgot to ask you. It's this one in the beginning, and then saw in the middle. This or this, which one? For sure this one, because that one is a regular letter. So let's write saw, 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 and finally ra, this or this. For sure this one. As you see here, the shape of saw like is waiting for another letter to be connected. So let's write this beautiful ra. Let's write sa, ra, ra, sa, ra, ra, sa, 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 sa. I'm gonna select this one and then ra in the middle. Oh my god, I pointed to the wrong one, but I wrote the correct one, that one. And finally ra, because it's a refusal letter. And finally, let's write ra, sa, sa, ra, sa, sa, ra here, ra, sa, sa, ra, sa, sa, ra, sa, sa. So the same thing, these are the shapes of the letter in the word as the previous example of sa. If I just add here dot, so now we have ba, 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 ba. The sound of strong D, ba, 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 ba. And if I add this beautiful dot here, now it will be z, 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 z. The sound of Z, 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 right? So you can read z, z, ba, z, ba, z. Oh, I forgot that one. Sorry. Ba, z, 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 ba. So guys, that's for today. We have reviewed today 8 letters, 4 refusal letters, and 4 regular ones. I think like this, the world of Arabic will be more clear to you, right? And in the next class, I'm gonna review more words. Just don't forget, the bottom line is the refusal letters just have 2 shapes, okay? And the regular letters, they have 4 different shapes. So guys, thank you for watching. If you have any question, please let it in your comments. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.